Welcome, everybody, to the Up on the Soapbox podcast. This is episode 19. I feel like we're growing up. Every time we do this, the numbers grow. And 19, I have kids that are younger than that, but I also have a kid that's older than that. So anyway, we move along. Dan, my co-host, how's it going, my friend?
Everything is good. Everything's good today. I have to say, people love the fall. They love autumn. The leaves are changing. I like that too, but it's to me, it's not the most exciting time of year. The days get shorter. I don't know. I like the summer better. So I don't know.
Fall equals death.
I
Let's be
just
real.
know I just know winter's coming, and I'm not looking forward to it. All right, enough of me.
So today we have a really incredible episode in store here. I could say without a doubt that this is the best October episode of Up on the Soapbox we've ever had. This is it. This is going to be the
Already,
best
it
episode.
hasn't even happened yet.
Without a doubt, already it's the best episode. We have a great guest with us today, one of our Soapbox founding suppliers. We have Andy Griffin. He is the managing partner, and I had to print this out because look at this signature. It's very long. He's the managing partner. I'm going to go through this all, and I'm going to try not to take a breath of Premium Color Group, Keepsake Box, Keepsake Tissue, Keepsake Corrugated, Keepsake Wrap, Keepsake Print, Keepsake Fulfillment. Did I nail it?
Andy? Got a couple, but yeah, you know what the
heck. Andy, thanks for being with us today. What's going on, my friend?
I'm living the promo dream. You know what I mean? It's been awesome. I'm doing well. Unlike Dan, fall is the best time of the year. Dan, you were in this area. Weren't you born and raised here?
Yeah, yes, I was, and I never look forward to winter. What can I tell you?
I know, but fall is like I get the winter part, but you know,
well, fall just
you only get fall here.
Fall is beautiful. It just means winter's coming. That's
I don't see. We don't have fall where I am yet. Down in the Carolinas, it's still 80 degrees and muggy as could be. So, but I am a Jersey boy, so I understand what is going on up there. So
there you go.
Andy, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, the promo life, printing world? You got a little bit of a more diverse background, I think, than most of the promo professionals we have on here. So lay it on us. Let's hear a little bit about you.
Yeah. So. Andy Griffin, born and raised in beautiful New Jersey. That's where our facility is right now. Started my career sort of haphazardly into a weird way about where we ended up here, like probably most people, right? I was a computer programmer coming out of school, wanted to be in computers, got there and realized that, no offense to anybody, that most computer people are nerds and have no personality, but they have a personality, just not mine, didn't fit me. And I was a nerd, that's why I could say that. But quickly grew up into, I got a job right out of using my sort of computer skills to sort of eke my way into being a production person in the printing arena, and always knew that, hey, I want to own a business. I don't want to work for anybody. Entrepreneurship was always key since I've had my first job when I was 8 years old, delivering a newspaper that I was too young to deliver, but I took my brother's route over. We own them paper routes, right? You guys, you know.
I did. Star Ledger. I had the Star Ledger route. It was terrible.
Hey, the record Star. I was a Star carrier for a month or two there. Had a plaque to prove it. But anyway, sort of worked my way in. Started my own business, which was called Handpack. Handpack was hand assembly fulfillment. That was 28 years ago. That's how I sort of pseudo got into the promo world. I was working with some promotional products distributors in the local area, knew nothing about the whole industry, but sort of helped them build up. They had a vision back when people were just, here's your pens and here's your mugs, and forget drop shipments and anything else and campaigns. And so they were on the forefront of that. We sort of helped them get to that point, which was great. Our services can do that. But always sort of pseudo knew about the promo world. But all I knew about it back then was that everybody wanted a box, right? It was always hard to find a box. The only thing we had was a white pizza style box with a label on it, right? That was it. That was anything in packaging that the promo world would have. So when the company grew up a little bit, we got into sort of printing in a weird way, again, falling back to that realm. And then I merged in 2009 with my now partners, Mark Fitzgerald, John Watson, and we started Premium Color Group. So Handpack sort of pseudoed into that. We're local printers by trade. You know, when I say local, Jersey area, metropolitan area. Fast forward a couple of years into that, we got some equipment, and I said, I remember back when boxes were a thing, and now we have some equipment that can sort of make a box. So we came up with, a little bit of R&D and a lot of back and forth, came up with a box, sort of conjunction with a lot of people, ended up trying to apply for patent pending so that we can, sort of protect ourselves, and ended up with a full US patent on our Keepsake Box. Introduced it 2009. No, I'm sorry, must have been later than that, 6-7 years. Fast math, about 2013 or something like that. Down in Orlando, went to a trade show, didn't know anything. We threw together a booth. One of the best experiences I ever had. Just people stopping by going like, packaging. Oh my God, you guys are in packaging, right? There was maybe 1 or 2 players that were already doing packaging in there, doing a good job of it. But we brought to table a little bit more of like a higher end presentation box that nobody had. They just had corrugated, screen printed boxes. So began Keepsake Box. The keepsake is that we hope you like the box so much that you keep it, right? And that you use it for something else. And if it's done right, that is the case. That's where it all came from. Fast forward, as I was explaining to you guys, we would grow and grow and grow, and started to learn the industry, started to learn everything about it. And then along comes this horrible pandemic, right? I hate to say, well, I would trade it in a moment to not have a pandemic, but the pandemic has been proven to be a huge bump in sales for us, right? Everything goes in a box now. Every sales presentation you do besides a Zoom call is through a box. When we do Zoom calls, we generally send out our sample box that we're showing you guys, right? So, everything is done in packaging and everything's going out. And I think all distributors watching this right now understand that, right? They're facing those challenges. So, it's been a great 2 years. We've grown and grown and trying to control growth. We're facing challenges that come along with that. We're fortunate enough, blessed enough, to be honest with you. But also trying our main goal, or my main goal in this whole thing, is to try and educate the distributors out there, right? And everybody about packaging. Not everybody gets it. Everybody thinks it's this behemoth thing. It takes a little time. That's what people don't understand. It's just not off the shelf, pick a coffee mug, stamp something on it, send it out. Not to try and downplay that, but you're doing custom boxes that have a lot of inserts sometimes and different things. So it's educating folks out there, what packaging is and how it plays a huge part right now in the promo world, right? And that it is a promo item. It's just not, it used to be an accessory for whatever it is, but we're building boxes now with personalized names and putting it out there, and people, I guarantee, are keeping the box long after they're keeping the promo item that's inside.
Well, listen, you tell an interesting story, and you touched upon the effect the pandemic had, and it frankly was a bit of a positive impact on your business. Not even a bit, a large impact. And you're not alone in that, and I don't think you really have to, and you weren't, but don't have to apologize for that. There were opportunities that came from that, in a lot of areas that we have seen, and probably packaging more so than just about any in the promo space. What I wanted to ask you a little bit, because is retail. So I just wanted to ask you, I know you have done some packaging work, maybe a lot, for retailers. How has that experience improved, or your processes and helped you in the promotional space?
Yeah, so basically we deal, what's great about all the different things, we'll talk about retail in general, but we deal within the promo industry only. We're not, I know some people work in the public eye and they're out there on Google. We are exclusive supplier to the promo world. It's opened up a world of, you can't buy that anywhere. We understand that, right? We treat our, I hear people all the time, suppliers go, our clients, right? I don't treat distributors as clients. I treat them as salespeople, right? Their end client is a person who's buying it. My job is to support you like a salesperson would be, right? Like I would one of my salespeople. Retail's here. It's so funny. I'm looking down, and this is not planned, Dan. So this is pretty good, right? So retail, here's a box we did for Kylie Jenner. right? It's a keepsake box that had some creams in it to launch her stuff. And this is a retail box. You're going to go buy this in the store. You're going to buy these creams for some price, and it's going to come in this box, right? That retail sector, I think, is a little bit, for us, was always never even a thought, right? So as these folks go out, we do boxes for toy manufacturers, and we're doing ones for Macy's right now and Bloomingdale's, and the opportunities that are out there. I believe from my little short knowledge of what promo industry is really about, there's so much opportunity in packaging, and this is Kylie Jenner's brand. They love this box. Every box they do is going to be a keepsake box. The distributor who has this, right, company now has a lifelong product through boxes. They're not going to go anywhere else. They want to do it. They want to design it. It's great. It's patented. It's good. And that's popping up for us all over the place, even with retail, right? Even with different toy manufacturers, like I said, getting into that space and locking in a customer with sort of that look, that package, the thing that they want is proven for a lot of distributors to be very fruitful. There is revenue out there to be generated in packaging. You got to grasp onto it. And I see it. I do the soap boxes with you guys, and I see it sometimes in the people that we touch that you guys bring to us. It's amazing. And they're like, oh my God, never knew this existed. Right? This is what I'm missing. This is what I need to do. This is what I do. Whether they do it or not is entirely up to them. We can certainly help them. We give you all the educational tools and flyers and this and that. And you get me and my whole entire staff that can come on and help you anything you need. But it's out there, and it is tangible for the distributor to hit all these different markets, retail being one.
So what else do you do strictly boxes? Is there anything else to what you're offering right now other than boxes?
Well, so Keepsake Box's main product that we sell is tissue paper. So not a box at all, right? So we do gift wrap. We're trying to stay within the packaging realm. We do gift wrap. We do digital tissue paper. Now, there's only about 2 folks in the US that kind of do digital tissue paper. Some folks sell it. They get it done by the other guy. The other guy sells to the public. I'm not here to bash anybody. They're a great company. And, I know we're cheaper. I know we're faster. So, so I don't care. I could care less to talk about it. But tissue paper is humongous for us. Mm-hmm. We just invested $1 million worth of equipment that part of it's to print tissue paper faster and better and try and drive the pricing down. It's an expensive process just because it's digitally printed, but we're trying to keep the minimums. This is not your 1 or 2 color tissue paper that you run on these huge machines and you need to buy 5,000 sheets. We're doing 50 sheets, right? We're hitting all these low quantities, and everything that we do, I could do 1 box, right? I could do 50 sheets of tissue paper, 50 sheets of gift wrap. So I could take, Brett's face and put it on gift wrap, and he can send us, nice gifts to everybody.
That would be like a spooky Halloween gift or something.
Yeah, I don't recommend that. Don't recommend it.
In fact, we're giving away free Brett gift wrap this week. If you,
right.
I thought you were trying to attract customers. Exactly. I don't understand the logic. Okay, anyway.
But yeah, so we have the corrugated boxes that we got into. Corrugated boxes are hot and heavy right now. Our keepsake presentation box comes in a couple of different things. We have the tissue, we have the gift wrap, we have pillow pods. Our newest invention is the Keepsake Smart Box, which basically takes this device that we all are attached to and loops it into packaging using near field technology, right? So
you say that as if we know what the heck you're talking about. Loops it. I can't even repeat it. What did he say?
All right, so hold on. So here we go. So here it is. We take this. Here's a keepsake box, right? It's got nothing in it. There's nothing on my sleeves. No. So basically, without using any apps or anything, just from your home screen, there's a chip that we embed into the box.
Oh, cool.
Near field communication technology is basically what you scan on, what you scan when you go to Apple Pay. Or you ever see that at the counter, right? Sure. So by tapping your phone, you get this little thing, you bring this up, right? If you tap it to open it, it brings up
a website
and anything, right? Tap it again, you can get another experience, comes up with something different, right? And each time it can be something different. And what this does is that, you can put a video on here, right? So we do video boxes all the time, but video boxes are pretty things. So I just tapped it, and we have like 4 different experiences here. But you know, this is it. It plays the video that's out there. If I can get it to play, right? So this is the newest thing, latest and greatest thing that we're bringing out into the world. It's been a huge success. Like I said, video screen's $85. This thing's a couple of bucks, right? It's a little chip that we put in the thing. It can be changed any day. So kind of neat, kind of inventive. It's coming into its own. It's been around. Technology's been around forever. Apple sort of locked it up and didn't allow people to use it. Now they released it, any Apple iPhone 10. And this technology, this is going to be your business cards, guys. You're going to have one business card, and I'm going to tap Brett's card and Dan's card, and all your information is going to come up on my phone. It's the future. We're a little bit ahead of it, which is cool. It's where we want to be. But things like that. And we're coming out with different style boxes, hopefully for Vegas this year. We will be having a new box to launch as well. So, you know, we keep our products line along the packaging side. We also offer the fulfillment side. You rattled off a whole bunch from Brett, which you didn't have to do, but yeah. You know, we do it. And then we have we're a full line printer. So the other side of what we do is millions of brochures and millions of pamphlets for different sides things. And it sort of gives us a real nice little niche, like you said, you know, to try and help out everybody. And once people find us, once people trust us, they find that it's a valuable service that we offer, and that's what we're planning on. We're hoping to do.
So have you been insulated from the supply chain woes too, since most of the stuff that you're doing here is right here in the US, right?
Yeah, no. I'd love to say it. No.
Yeah.
You know, this is unprecedented times. Look, we got in this huge order, and I'm talking $1 million+ order. PO couldn't even find paper to print the job. Corrugated was an issue during the whole pandemic. We saw our corrugated guy just went no more. And we're talking huge corrugated houses. We had to scramble, figure out, and then they came back. So corrugated seems to be okay. Right now it's paper, can't get paper in the world. So supply chain stuff, you know, our video boxes coming over from China, hard to get chips. You know, everybody's hitting that pain point, and you know, you feel it, right? You know, we do a lot of FedEx. We ship out about 35,000 packages via FedEx UPS. And I can't tell you, 28 years, that was my business. I can't tell you how crazy I see pricing and customer service. You know, the supply chain woes are basically humans, right? Like, you know, customer service levels are down to here. And I just read this morning, they're raising rates again, and not a knock on FedEx. Maybe they have to do that, whatever. But I think and it's basically everything is supply chain woes, you know?
Yeah.
But it's becoming, you know, it is something to worry about, and, you know, for folks, and it is something to take into effect. And it's hard because we want everything faster and faster and faster, right? Especially in the promo world, right? Everybody's faster, last minute, and packaging is a last minute thought. And sometimes it takes a little time to do it. So it's probably the biggest struggle for us is the time.
You're certainly not alone there. So let's switch gears and head on over to our Soapbox Moments segment of our podcast today. Dan, I had the honors last time, so I'm going to pass it over to you. Why don't you go first and tell us what's on your mind today?
Okay. Well, today I have what I'm calling a couch potato call for a new invention. And, you know, obviously everybody's streaming now. We're streaming on Netflix, we're streaming on Amazon and Disney and everything else.
But you wouldn't watch movies.
No,
of course not.
It's my soapbox moment. Just chill out for 1 second.
Okay. All right.
I miss flicking. I can't believe we're on Mars right now, walking around, taking pictures, digging holes, right? I mean, we've got a super colliders replicating the Big Bang and what happened there. We could do all this stuff. Why can't I go from Netflix to the football game? Yeah, that's all I want to do. I want to flick back and forth, and I want somebody to invent on the button. Okay. I want to go from my Netflix movie. Boom. I got to check the score of the game. Can't do it right now without like jumping through hoops, or am I missing something?
You're probably 20 years too far into
Well,
the
I'm
future age
I'm a little
wise.
ahead of everybody. I
Yeah,
understand. I'm
yeah,
ahead of the
that may
curve,
be.
right? Just like Andy with his boxes, but still, I
Yeah, more than likely somebody out there is going, "Oh, you guys are so old, man.
Yeah,
There's a
that's
way
the
to do
point.
it. You just press the this button and then that button,
That's
right?"
it.
But I get
really,
it with the remotes; they're just so complicated.
I'm
You don't know what's going on where,
I am
right?
happy to be called old for somebody to be able to teach me how to do that, because I've never seen anybody be able to, because you have to exit Netflix, go to TV, yada, yada, yada. Who wants to do any of
You
that?
got two children in their 20s. They can't help you get through this.
My
Come
kids
on.
don't live here anymore. My kids
Well,
are
then you
gone.
need, maybe it's time for them to come up for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Report back the week after.
Anyway, is it too much to ask? A little button there, the back button. I just need a back button. I'll go back to the thing. Forget it. All right, you guys don't get it. Yes.
No, I don't care. I don't really care. No. But all right, so it's my turn. I am 3 days out from vacation, and I'm certainly not looking for any sympathy on this because vacation is great. My wife and I went to Mexico on a COVID delayed birthday celebration for her. So we were a year later than we anticipated, but it was well worth the wait. So I'm 3 days beyond that. I've gotten home. I got home Saturday night, and I haven't left my house since. But that's neither here nor there. But what I want to say is, I don't know what it is about vacations that make you need another vacation, because I was as slovenly as I've ever been in 7 days in my entire life. I did nothing.
And that's saying something.
That's
right?
saying something.
Yeah.
I did nothing. I got up in the morning. I got my wife coffee at the coffee bar. Came back to the room. We had breakfast, and then sat at the pool all day. And I did nothing. And one day we took some trips, and that was it. I am exhausted. I was passing out on the couch. I was only one time zone away, by the way. I'm passing out on the couch last night at 9 o'clock watching TV. I don't know what the hell's going on here. So
Yeah.
I'm here to say that vacations should come with vacations.
Yeah.
That's it. That's my soapbox.
And by the way, I think Andy's going to have the same comment. Maybe we're just getting old.
Exactly. I used to feel that way with Walt Disney trips, right? Like, what am I doing? Like, I get home, I'm like, my back is sore, my thing's gone. I've walked around, I carry it on my shoulders, whatever it may be.
I did permanent damage to my back with my kids at Walt Disney. It hasn't been the same since, carrying them on my shoulders. Anyway, Andy, what's on your mind?
So I didn't realize, but this might fit the bill. I kind of need some help, right? I need some help understanding one thing, and I love sports like any guy. I get mostly all sports. There's some I don't, right? It's just I don't know how you consider it. And this is great because I just realized, Brett, you're down in North Carolina, right? You said
South Carolina, but close enough.
South Carolina?
I'm right on the border, so I identify both ways.
So me and Dan, you got to explain to us, and you're from Jersey, right? So maybe you have some insight here, but explain to me NASCAR. Explain to me people's love of NASCAR. I just don't get it. Now, it's most popular watch sport. I'm not knocking anybody that does it. I'm not knocking the sport, except for the fact that I really fear that if I went to a NASCAR race, I think I would probably be bored in the first 5 minutes. I'd probably have a headache the next 10 minutes. And I'm not trying to sound like a whiner, right? I just don't get the whole round and round and round. This guy's in first. I'm looking for crashes, right? That's all it is. Is that what it is? I mean, Brett, do you have any insight on that?
Well, I appreciate that you think I might be somewhat of an expert on this particular subject, but I'm not. I have been to a race. I actually been to multiple races when I was out when I lived up in Jersey and went out to Pocono racetrack because I had a friend of mine whose brother was on a pit crew. And he got us kind of all access passes. And I've never experienced a race in any other way. And I could tell you from the access that we had to those races, it was absolutely exhilarating. However, if I was sitting in the stands, I'd be as bored as you think you would be. That's for sure. So I don't know the appeal. I will also tell you that on certain nights during the summer, we're close enough to the nearest dirt track that we can hear the motors running all night. So so it is a way of life down here. I have yet to be fully engaged in that. I've only been down here 7 years, so maybe in the 8th or 9th year it might come along. I don't get it, but listen, it certainly churns out a lot of cash.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I just don't. I've never walked into a conversation, had a bar, and been a guys like, yeah, NASCAR. This is my guy. That's that, right? Now I don't travel the world around like you guys might do, but yeah. And so it's typically up here in Jersey, and I get it's a whole thing. We tried Formula One, if you guys remember, at the Meadowlands, right?
Oh yeah, I was there. Yeah.
Right. And what happened? Everybody congregated at the S turn to try and watch people smack through the wall or do. and I just fear that it's a little barbarian, right? It's like I feel like I should be in the Roman Colosseum cheering for the guy to get eaten by a lion. Yeah. But other than that, watching go around and around, and how do you? It's on TV. People watch it. I just don't get it.
Down here, it's on the radio, by the way.
Is it right?
It's on the radio. So I feel like
I'm an avid golfer, but I can only take so much watching golf, right? I'll go out and golf 3 times a week if my wife will let me.
So I feel like I have an obligation now to do a little more research. Don't wait for me to get back to you, but it could be a little while. But if I do come up with any nuggets, Andy, I'll be sure to let you know.
All right. I mean, you are closest to the whole action down there.
Yes, without a doubt. Actually, our regional association and some of the local distributors down in the Charlotte metro area, which is where I am, actually hold events at the Charlotte racetrack, which is the heart of NASCAR. That's where it's headquartered. So I've been there a few times, but I still don't get it.
I think I just got to go, right? I think that's basically what it is. I got to
go.
I got to figure it out. No,
just go. If you like beer, you'll have a good time.
So, yeah, that's exactly. I guess that's what it is, right?
All right. So let's. So we're going to finish this up with a yes/no question for you, Andy, and we have not prepared you for this as we said before. So your answer is going to be spontaneous and raw, and so you're going to answer with a yes or no. And if you'd like to discuss it a little bit more, we'll give you the opportunity to do that. So here we go. You're in the packaging business. We wanted to keep it on subject. So the question is, should pizzas come in a round box?
Wow. What a great question. Should pizzas come in a round box? No. I'm going to say no.
Okay. Why?
Like me to elaborate? And this is just because I know that round boxes are more expensive than square boxes, and we're all paying way too much for everything in the world. So, I mean, it would be really cool if somebody could come up with a round box and you get it, but I'm sure they're going to charge a fortune for it, and it's just pizza in the end.
So it's practical answer is what this is. Yes.
It's a practical answer. Well, I got nothing else other than that for you.
I did a little Googling on this before our episode here, and that is the number one answer. That's the reason that everybody says is it's just too expensive to create a round box.
Yeah.
So that's
well, right. Maybe that's a goal for me. Come up with a cheap round pizza box. You know what I mean? I can use it.
See, now you're using the soapbox for inspiration, which is wonderful. I love
always inspiration.
Andy Griffin, Keepsake, Premium Color Group, Keepsake Box, Keepsake Tissue, Keepsake Corrugated, Keepsake Rack, Keepsake Print, Keepsake Fulfillment. Thank you for being with us today. A founding supplier on the Soapbox. We love having you guys. We think it's a great fit for both of us. We want you to keep doing what you're doing and keep educating our distributors on the Soapbox.
Thanks, guys. And listen to me, keep doing what you're doing. The Soapbox is awesome. We love it. Gives us one-on-one connection with everybody. So if you're not a distributor out there, get on. You get to talk to me personally. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but keep doing what you got. Appreciate it.
Can't end it any better. Can't end it any better than that. Thanks for being with us, Andy. We'll see you next time.
All right. Thank you.